All right, Ryan, you gonna lead?
I guess so. Close my doors.
He don't sound too amped.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It is.
A lot of talking. That's all I do.
It's a lot of
Bro, you ain't
yapping.
got to. You don't got to. I'm down to just watch.
No, it's whatever y'all want.
Right.
Get some gum.
Oh my God,
Right. But what is it doing?
it's that
Why is it
voiceover
reading
shit.
it off?
What's happening?
It was something weird.
All right, we're in Georgia Southern. Where's your stadium at, Bryant?
I have no idea.
Thanks, bro.
We are live
Alabama.
from South Georgia as James Madison's coming on the field. First down run, swallowed in the backfield by that Georgia Southern defense. Stephen Smith on the sideline. I heard you got a chance to talk to Coach Edwards today. What's the game plan coming into this game?
To emphasize stopping the run. He feels his team needs this win very badly, and so they keyed on that on practice all week.
James Madison comes out with 4 receivers. A little motion on the defensive line. Quarterback changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Drops back to pass. Rolls out to the right. Gets a first down on that throw. I can't do this all night. I don't know how Peyton does it. I'll just say something when something exciting happens. First down for James Madison. They come out running the ball here up the middle. Again, tackled in the backfield by that Georgia Southern defense. Actually, they're going to mark him for a 2-yard gain. Forward progress applied there. James Madison, no huddle, goes back to snap, 2nd down and 8. Hits it out to the sideline, 3rd and 1. Andrew, if you're the coach right here, what do you call on 3rd and 1? Yeah, I'd probably call that too.
I'm a mile near to my B. QB sneak. QB sneak.
All right, both teams taking their time to think over this play. Looks like Georgia Southern's going to come out with a... Well, actually, I shouldn't say. Well, he can see it too. He's going to come out with a 3 wide receiver formation. 1 running back in the backfield under center. Georgia Southern brings up that secondary. Maybe looking to stop the run here. And they swallow him up in the backfield, 4th and 5. James Madison, no huddles. They're going to try to go for it here. Drops back to pass. Short throw over the middle, and they get the first down. Gutsy play call, but it worked out for James Madison on that one. Riley, you want to lead it for a minute?
Sure.
I'm just mentally exhausted. I can't do this.
Hey, 1st and 10 here for the James Madisons. Coming out in a
What is
form.
their team?
Dukes.
The Dukes.
The Dukies.
Short run up the right side. Going no huddle. Looks like they're keeping a high tempo offense here. Still in the I formation. The defense presses up, looking to stop that deadly run attack. And he can't. Surprisingly, James Madison does not have their Heisman leading running back in the backfield. I know that he is a very lethal thrower of the football, so maybe they're trying to actually run the ball today.
What is that logo under his foot? Do you see that?
It
What
looks
is
like
that?
it looks like the logo that they use to show genders, indicating that that quarterback may be a female. I tell you, boys, these transgender rules have gone way too far. Then again, the Georgia Southern field is called the Field of Dreams, so if you dream it, you can achieve it. Here we are, 2nd and 6. Looks like the defense has taken a while to come out with their set. Come out in a nickel set, 3 down linemen, excuse me. Making some adjustments, audible by the offense. Cancels the play action. Looks for a quick pass, and he drops it. That's unfortunate. 3rd and 6. What are you doing here, Ryan? Are you looking to pass, or are you looking to stay with your surprisingly white running back?
There's been a lot of cat and mouse games before the snap by both the offense and the defense, both adjusting to what they see on the field. If I'm James Madison, I come out maybe with a pass play looking to change into a draw if I see a matchup that I like, or if I see the safeties playing too far back.
I think that's a great strategy. You know, the defensive line is getting up there. They're not getting a ton of pressure, but they are kind of keeping that quarterback contained as of yet. So we'll see what they go with here. Oh, nice little zig route from the wide receiver, Adei. Oh, jukes, man. It looks like there was someone in the crowd that DB wanted to tackle.
That is actually their Heisman running back, Adehi, that caught that pass there.
Well, he's just lightning. I guess I can't see him out on the field out there. Adei in the backfield, looking ready to score one here. Defense comes out in another 3-3 look. You know, they're really sacrificing a lot of defensive line pressure coming out in this set.
Big stop by the linebacker there. Met him right in the A gap. Great defensive play. 2nd goal for James Madison.
Defense in a zone look, looking to prevent that passing play that they know is going to come. Oh, what a scramble, what a pass. Touchdown, James Madison. They take an early lead here on the road at Georgia Southern.
Nice methodical drive. Didn't waste too much time, but also very decisive. Good mix of run and pass as well.
Agreed. The receivers seem to be waving to the band of Georgia Southern there. I'm not sure if there's some animosity or if he just wants to let them know that he gets all the bitches.
I've heard pregnancy rates are up in Georgia Southern this year, actually.
Kickoff will be not returnable. Goes out of the back of the end zone. The Georgia Southern Eagles, maybe? I'm not really sure what their mascot is. They will take over.
Georgia Southern Eagles, yeah.
Well, thank you for the coach for that clarification. We will be starting this drive from the 25-yard line. If you're Georgia Southern here, Steven, what are you looking to do? What is the mood down there on the sideline?
Trying to answer back here. Going to try and just move the ball as efficiently as possible and limit the turnovers.
Oh my goodness!
Damn.
And do that too. That was also in the practice formation.
Bro, that was insane.
I'm sorry for the extra commentary. There are a number of journalists up here in the booth with us, and they just could not believe what they saw.
Throw a damn football right there, brother.
Oh my goodness, we have a roofer below the booth in the cheap seats. It is 1st down and 10. Motion from the tight end there. Looks like we are coming out in a passing set. He drops back to pass. Has an open man over the middle. Snags it. What a beautiful catch.
Good throw. Way to get down right there, not inviting the defense in to knock the ball away right after they catch it, which happens a lot in these games that I've commentated on for some reason.
Yeah,
first down for the Eagles.
Looks like they're kind of employing the chunk play attitude here. They're looking to get 10, 15 yards of play and really, keep that defense backpedaling. James Madison comes out in a 4-down lineman set, looking to get some pressure on the quarterback. Screen pass to the right. Good run. Looks like they're trying to take a play out of Georgia's book, but unfortunately that is not Lad McConkey out there. That is Bad McDonkey out there. Excuse me, his name is Blakely Shelton. Surprisingly, not related to the country singer Blake Shelton. Play action here from Georgia Southern. Man open over the middle. He drops it. It's going to be 3rd and 6. They've had a really good drive. They've looked to do some significant chunk plays over the middle of the field. We'll see if they continue at that route of, feeding the drag routes. But, this is definitely a passing down. They come out in a 5-wide set. Definitely not going to run this one unless the quarterback decides to run for his life. We know that Georgia Southern has had significant offensive line struggles. They don't even block a man. Complete pass. Oh my goodness, I can't believe what I just saw. There was a man speeding off the edge, completely unblocked. He was yelling obscenities at the quarterback while he was rushing him, but somehow the quarterback was able to fit that pass in. He comes out another 5-wide set, looking to really keep the pressure on this defense here.
Great catch there, Riley. I haven't seen hands that sticky since I turned 13.
Thank you for that information, Ryan, and we are so glad that you're with us here at the Frickin' Frick Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break at the quarters and come back to see y'all. And we're back. Okay, it is 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line of James Madison. Georgia Southern on a quality drive. Comes out in a 3-wide receiver set. Bunch to the right. Running back number 22 get involved. He really hasn't had much to do today. Oh, and that's going to be a false start by the offense. It sounded like he was listening to his parents scream his name in the crowd. I'm not really sure if it's senior day or why they're here because, he's from Washington, so they must have had a nice road trip down here.
That was actually his probation officer, Riley.
That is right. I forgot. He is a transfer out of UGA. We're all aware of their culture issues. Great pass over the middle on the crossing route to the tight end. Takes it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Stops the clock, but we're not really worried about that at this point in the game.
That was a wide receiver.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and cut our feed to the coach. I'm not really sure why he's talking. We don't need to hear your input, sir. Thank you. And we come out 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Is going to be a handoff to the inside. Lots of space. Big hole and a beautiful juke by the running back. Touchdown, Georgia Southern to level it up here at the Field of Dreams, pending an extra point. Ryan, what do you think about that drive? I mean, they had such a balanced attack. They did such a great job of, utilizing the run, pass, big plays, short plays, kind of keeping the defense off tempo. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. Some great catches by the receiving core there, even the running back getting involved in a play or two. And you can't talk about that drive without talking about the poise of the quarterback, even throwing a hurdle into the mix. Not something you see often.
We are going to go to our resident betting expert. Andrew, the spread on this game started at James Madison minus 6.5 because we know that they have a lethal offense, although that did change in the last week due to the new NCAA regulations. What's the analysis for the betting looking like right now, Andrew?
You asked the one person that don't know anything about betting, bro. Why would you? I don't know nothing about betting.
And that's why you're a great analyst. As a reminder, this game is sponsored by FanDuel. If you know as much as Andrew and want to spend all your hard-earned money on bets, check us out at at FanDuel.com/Georgia Southern.
Speaking of slash, Riley, big slashing pass downfield by James Madison.
Yeah, that corner route's incredibly tough to defend. Unless you're underneath it and the quarterback tends to underthrow it like he did there, you really have no shot to stop that. After the big chunk play, James Madison comes out in a split formation. They're going to have 2 to the left, 1 to the right. A quick run, handoff, absolutely snuffed by the right end. What a fantastic play. He's one of the stars on this team. He has at least 3 priors before he got to school, and they're just looking for killers on that defensive line.
Absolutely. Reminds me of a young Ray Lewis.
Yes, I can absolutely see that. You can tell that there is some violence, and you can see it in his eyes, and you're just waiting for, the right location in a dark alley for that to come out.
I was talking about his jersey number, Riley, but I'm glad to see that you're taking great care of the broadcast team as they throw a pass across the middle. Picks up a big 1st down for James Madison right there.
And James Madison is quite lethal with those drag routes. We saw that they were ran to exceptional quality last week when he was playing at Coastal Carolina, and maybe he picked up a trick or two since he's had to change his offense significantly here in the past week or so. 1st down. Quarterback drops back to pass. Quick crossing route. Good open field tackle by the DB there on a larger tight end. It's really difficult to wrap up those tight ends, wouldn't you say, Ryan?
Absolutely. Wrapping up a tight end is one of the hardest things to do.
Looks like the Georgia Southern coach is on the sidelines giving some instructions to his defense, really trying to limit the pass. We'll see how effective those are going to be. I'm not really sure. It sounded like he was telling his flat zones to drop 30 yards, which wouldn't make them a flat at all. So I'm really concerned as to what he thinks he's doing over there. Offense comes out in a 2 running back, 3 wide receiver set, all 3 wide receivers to the right. This looks like a similar formation as what they ran previously last week. We'll see if there's some quality motion to get the defense moving side to side here. Nice handoff up the middle. Short gain, about 6 yards. Looking at 2nd and goal from the 3. Just about 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter, excuse me. Great pass from the James Madison quarterback on a curl route, just about a couple inches into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison Dukes. Ryan, you want to talk about how difficult it is to play defense in the red zone when things are condensed, but you can really get moving side to side?
It does get a little bit harder. I think it gets harder for both sides. It gets a little bit harder for offense. It gets a little bit tougher to squeeze it in there. And these inches, they really start to stack up. 2 inches can feel like 6.
You know, I knew a friend that dealt with that exact same situation in high school, so glad that we're on the same page here. Kickoff will be into the end zone and returns, surprisingly. A little bit of shifty moves from number 1 there. He gets back to the 18. Interesting choice to take it out of the end zone there. Steven, you want to talk about what the game plan is for Georgia Southern coming into this drive down 7 with only really about 3 minutes to go in the half?
Really just trying to get a drive together to get this in the half tied and regroup and come out the second half ready to.
Absolutely. First
If they
down.
score here, Riley, they tie the ball game up.
That is great insight. Maybe we should go to you as our betting analyst from now on. First down handoff, short gain for 4. Clock runs under 3 minutes and a half now on their own 21-yard line. Georgia Southern looking to push the ball upfield and potentially get the defense on their heels again with some tempo. Still in this pistol set. Quarterback making adjustments at the line. He rolled out of an incredibly clean pocket there. I'm not sure what he saw, but if he would have stayed in, I think he would have been able to make that pass quite cleanly.
Yeah, it reminds me of when I turned 13, Riley. I just couldn't keep my hands out of my pockets, even in class.
I bet you were a teacher's pet. And now we are with Georgia Southern here, 3rd and 6, their own 21-yard line. Clock is stopped with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the quarter. A great spin move from the quarterback. Oh, he fumbles! It is turned over. James Madison picks it up, and he's going to look to return this. Wide receiver's trying to run him down. He will not get there. Offensive lineman's the last chance, and he won't. What a massive, massive turnover as the quarter is looking to wrap up to go into halftime. Talk about a swing of momentum, Ryan.
Absolutely. The momentum just swung really heavily right there. Previously, it was going in Georgia Southern's favor, and then it went to James Madison.
Great insight there. It looks like, actually, that is not the female symbol logo on the field. It looks like it is a GS. I believe that stands for Gun Squad. Oh, great return here from number 1. Takes out the end zone yet again. Jukes a man, does a lot of work to only gain 1 yard off of where he would have if he took the touchback. All right, we are back with Georgia Southern in a 3-wide set. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Running back goes in motion. It's going to be a pass play. It's a little dink and dump into the flat. Number 25 almost breaks a tackle, pulled down at the 30-yard line, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Ryan, what are you looking to do on a drive here? You're down by 2 scores. You have the ball. I'm going to be honest, I don't know who gets it after half. I wasn't paying attention, but what are you looking to do here to close out the half?
I'm going to look to score a touchdown here, Riley. That gives me the best chance of getting back in this game.
That's great, great insight. I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Defense comes out in a 3-3 or 4-3, 4-2. I don't know how to count. Set. Pressure on the quarterback. His pass is incomplete. That will put it at 3rd and 6 for Georgia Southern on their own 30-yard line. Just a minute 57 to go. They still have all 3 timeouts should they need them. Offense comes out in a 5-wide set. Quarterback making some changes at the line, looking to really push the ball here and get upfield quickly so that they can potentially get some points before half. Oh my goodness, a jailhouse blitz from James Madison does not pay off. Tight end on a quick out. Great gain up the sideline, almost 50 yards, flips the field almost instantly, puts them at the 34-yard line, and goes out of bounds to preserve a timeout. What amazing awareness from that tight end. Defense presses up, looking to prevent any sort of short yardage plays. Lots of time in the pocket for the quarterback. Scrambles out to the right. Sees a man wide open. Secure catch over the middle of the field. Absolutely beautiful backyard football. That looked like Pablo Ramirez out there throwing that ball to that big tight end. Here we are now, 1st and 10, 1 minute and 40. The clock is running. Georgia Southern has the ball on the James Madison 18-yard line. 3 timeouts. Looking to put it in. Looking to get 6 or 7 before the end of the quarter. Quarterback rolls out right. Makes an absolutely insane decision there. Runs past the line of scrimmage and then throws it to his girlfriend in the stands. I'm not really sure if he just lost sight of the line or couldn't decide between running or passing it.
Riley, I think he had a bee in his helmet.
Well, Georgia, we are in the south of Georgia, and they do have the murder hornets down here, so it could have been something as simple as that. 2nd and 14, that is a loss of down and a spot foul because of the intentional grounding or illegal forward pass. Quarterback scrambles, breaks tackle in the backfield, runs out of bounds again. He throws it away ahead of the line and doesn't throw it away behind the line. I'm not really sure what is going on with this quarterback. It seems as if he may have some CTE. Minute and 16 left. It is 3rd and 29. Are you trying to get all 29 yards here, Ryan, or are you just trying to get back to a manageable 4th down so where you might potentially be able to go for it since you have significant amount of time on the clock and 3 timeouts?
Right. I'm going to try to get a touchdown on this play, actually, Riley. That gives me the best chance of coming back in this game.
Well, you are a man that is nothing if not consistent. Absolute rocket from the quarterback to the wide receiver on an out route, and he is unable to bring it down. 4th and 29 here for Georgia Southern. Looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit out.
It's going to be about a 54-yarder.
Surprisingly, the field goal unit ran out on the field, then immediately did a pirouette, turned back, and ran off the field, and the punt team began to come out. I'm curious as to what exactly Georgia Southern is doing. And now they come out in a field goal set. A 54-yard field goal from the right hash. Wind with them. That kicker looks to be shaking. It is caught on the return. James Madison returning a kick. He gets out wide. And they're going to push him out of bounds at their own 44-yard line with 1 minute left. 3 timeouts for James Madison. What do you think about sending out the field goal unit right there, Ryan, if you know your kicker doesn't have the leg?
Well, if it were me, I would put my kicker out there, and then he would make it. If he didn't, I would put out the offense, and we would score a touchdown.
Thank you, Ryan. Great analysis. James Madison comes out on offense. Split formation. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Drops back to pass. Has a man over the middle. 1st down. Good open field tackle by Georgia Southern. James Madison runs the hurry up. Going to stay in the same formation. Coach Bryant signaling wildly to his defense on the sidelines, indicating what formation and play they need to be in. Good route from the white tight end. Could be a wide receiver, but he's wearing 17, and we know the numbers don't make any sense in this game. James Madison,
Also, it's white.
James Madison continues to run the hurry up. James Madison had a man wide open deep down the sideline for a touchdown. Didn't see him. Goes for the short crossing route to not pick up the 1st down and stop the clock. Still has 3 timeouts. Refuses to call one. Jet sweep to the right side here. Juke. What a juke. Gets to the open field. Trucks a ghost. And is pushed out of bounds. Only 20 seconds left. With 3 timeouts, about how many shots do you have at the end zone from the 20-yard line here, Ryan?
At least one, Riley.
I can tell that you were a math major. Defense comes out. Quarterback drops back to pass. Crossing route. Short. Same number 17. Catches it inside the 20-yard line. Looks like James Madison is going to call a timeout now. You took off 10 seconds there on a drag route. Curious as to what the clock management strategy is here, Steven. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Looks like we have Les Miles on the sidelines for James Madison here.
Oh, quarterback is absolutely upended. He might not have a leg after
Yeah,
that.
ACL tear.
Oh, that is brutal. I feel
Yeah.
like if Georgia Southern wants to get back in this game, they might have to do that to their Heisman running back. James Madison comes out, field goal from the left hash. This is going to be about a 27-yarder, and it is good. So James Madison gets 3 points there to go into half. Up now by 17. It is a 3-possession game. Andrew, as our regarded betting expert, what is Georgia Southern looking to do here, down by so many points, just to keep the spread close so that Coach Bryant actually does win money by betting on his team?
Score at least 21 points.
All right, thank you very much. Quarterback comes out, hands off, up the middle, great blocking. Absolutely, and the run is broken. The running back is gone. No one is going to catch him. Fantastic play, 75-yard, one-play touchdown. That'll get you back in this game real quick, Ryan.
Absolutely. It's like I always say. You always want to score a touchdown. It's your best chance of coming back when you're down in a game.
And you do say that a lot. Impressive performance here by the kicker. On his extra points, he is perfect today, but it looks like if you get him more than 2 yards away from the crossbar, he is going to miss it. James Madison receives the kickoff, takes it out of the end zone, and gets only to the 17. Impressive run there to lose 7 yards from where he would have got it on the touchback.
Interesting formation. They're going to come out with a 4 tight end set here for James Madison. No receivers on the field.
And surprisingly, the defense answers by coming in a 2-down lineman set. Unsure, when they're running the ball this effectively and they have such a heavy package in, do you really want to limit your defensive lineman personnel on the field, Ryan?
Typically, no.
Thank you. Offense comes out yet again under center. Tight end to the right. Single backfield. 2nd and 7 from their own 20-yard line. Motion. Quarterback drops back to pass and is sacked. Absolutely fantastic play from that edge rusher. He has speed and he knows how to edge. Steven, I know that you explored the stadium a good bit during halftime, maybe found a beer and a hot dog. What can you tell us about Georgia Southern Stadium here and the environment that we're broadcasting from?
Some gosh damn good, thick, juicy glizzies and cold beer.
All right, we're gonna have a conversation with sideline reporter Smith about his language, but I'm sure he will get a promotion. Our roofer seems to not like that. It looks like he is displeased with the hot dogs. Swing play out to the right by the running back, and James Madison now in a decent position. 4th and 5. Do you go for it on your own 22? Up by 10 points, looking to stay aggressive.
Looks like they will, Riley. They come out with a 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end set, 1 running back. You gotta wonder if they're gonna try to run the ball here or try to get a short dump over the middle.
If I'm James Madison, I think I invoke some motion in this play. Get the defense moving side to side. They don't. Quarterback drops back to pass, and he's going to be sacked. Absolutely insane game strategy. I'm wondering if this is some 4D chess we're not seeing from James Madison. Turnover on downs inside your own 15-yard line. That is really, the analytics would say that that's not great. Georgia Southern runs up the middle off of a blitz play. Cornerback gets in, tackles the running back for a loss. If Georgia Southern can get some points here, and we would hope that they can get 3, but we know their kicker struggles. What does the outlook for the rest of the game look like for them, Ryan?
Well, they'll still be down, but they have a much better chance of coming back. Kind of like when... Never mind.
I'm glad you paused that thought. Who knows what you were going to say. Quarterback making some...
Kardashian?
All right, quarterback making some adjustments at the line in this pistol set. Play action. He's got a man, and it is intercepted. Oh my goodness, what a play from that DB. Absolutely read that entire route. Man dove, trying to get him. It looks like they're not going to catch him. This is going to be returned almost 85 yards for a touchdown. Huge swing of momentum. That could be at least a 10-point swing with Georgia Southern throwing that interception inside of the James Madison 15-yard line. Steven, I see you've made your way over to the sidelines near Coach Bryant. He is clearly not happy with his quarterback in that scenario. What is he saying to his quarterback in his offense here?
Telling them they had to throw the fucking ball better, and his receivers got to make the plays, and he is just downright pissed the fuck off right now. Riley, it's not a good scene.
All right. Well, it looks like is that yes, that is indeed the case. I'm just getting word. Sideline reporter Smith's contract has just been voided. It looks like we will have to find new sideline talent moving forward for the rest of the season here. I'm not sure if that was an NCAA regulations thing or a broadcast
They
thing.
can kiss my ass.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab his mic.
Come join me up here, brother.
Oh, what a pass play from Georgia Southern. Absolute rocket dot. Receiver will not be caught. One play, 75-yard touchdown. Yet again, they've done it with the run and the pass now, Ryan. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, you got to wonder if they can score in one play, why don't they just do that every time?
That's a great analysis. And I'm just getting word there has been a massive NIL donation to Georgia Southern from sideline reporter Stephen Smith, so he has been brought back to the broadcast.
6.9 million, Riley, to be exact.
6.9 million. Ironically, that is the cost of my fraternity house when I was in college. And let me tell you, that bought a lot of blow. All right, so moving forward, James Madison back with the ball on their own 23-yard line, up by 10. What are you looking to do here, Ryan, for this drive to really cement the lead as you tick down the seconds here in the third quarter?
Well, it's like I always say, when you have the lead, the best way to hold on to it is to score a touchdown.
Oh, you're right, you are, sir. And that is I believe that was the Heisman front-running running back catching that on a drag route. We know that he has not really been a feature in the catching game, more so in the passing game up to this point in the season. Absolute beautiful jet sweep from James Madison. He gets the edge, and he will be gone. Touchdown, James Madison. They now go up again by 17. Let's go back to our resident betting expert, Andrew. Andrew, the over-under for this game was set at 65.5. Clearly that is going to go over. What are you thinking as a betting man right now about the live betting scene?
I believe there's still a chance. There's still a chance for Georgia Southern to turn this thing around.
All right. Well, they're not covering it as of yet, but the over does look likely. So let's go ahead and see this kickoff here as James Madison once again goes up by 17 with 3:20 left here in the third quarter at Georgia Southern. We'll see how this game's going to unfold, so don't go anywhere, folks.
Fun fact, Riley, in football we play 4 periods. In hockey, they play 3, and my wife is always on hers.
That must be rough for you and the kids, Ryan. I appreciate that input. Quarterback rolls out, has a man deep downfield. It is intercepted. Oh my goodness, this quarterback is slinging it all over the field, and he can't hit a target if he even tried. James Madison now in a commanding position for the rest of this game if they can just bleed some clock, hold on to the ball. Really, and I would even venture, Ryan, as far as to say is they haven't created these opportunities. They've just been handed to them.
And I would venture probably as far as Germany, but I wouldn't go too much further east than that.
Well, let's be glad that the Berlin Wall has fallen. Moving forward, we have James Madison here. Short run to the right. Good blocking, but unfortunately the linebacker gets up, makes the tackle. It is going to be 2nd and 6. Under 3 minutes now to go in the third quarter. They come out in a heavy set. Handoff up the middle. Good pressure from Georgia Southern, but still a 3-yard gain. Looking to pound the ball deep down Georgia Southern's throats. until they can't take it anymore. And really, make this next 9.5 minutes feel like about 30 seconds. You have some experience with that, don't you, Andrew?
Keep talking, brother.
All right. Shotgun look for James Madison here. They come out with 3 to the right, a running back. Hands off. Absolutely beautiful stuff from the linebacker from Georgia Southern. That's going to put it 4th and 1. James Madison is going to go hurry up. They are up by 17, so they can afford to not convert here, but I'm sure that you would like to. Steven, I know that you spoke with Coach Aubrey at the break between the halves. What did he say about his team's performance so far and really what he's looking to do today?
Trying to win.
All right, nice and succinct, as we know Coach Aubrey to be. Georgia State does indeed pick up the 4th down, have a new set of downs on the Georgia Southern 49-yard line. Under 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to continue to run. Linebacker gets absolutely run over. It looked like he was a street post in Athens, Georgia. That is going to put it at 2nd and 7 for the James Madison Dukes, who come out in an I set looking to continue to just pound the ball.
Yeah, Riley, that linebacker
keep
looked like my.
talking.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
that linebacker looked like my first kid in the driveway.
Another running play from James Madison up the middle. Small gain, only about 2 yards. Going to put them at 3rd and 3 with under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. You really don't have much time here if you're Georgia Southern. What are you thinking about on this drive? Are you trying to force a turnover, or are you just trying to play conservative, give them yards, but try and lock them down in the red zone, Ryan?
When I'm on defense, and what I've always said is the best way to play defense is to score a touchdown for your team. It gives you the best chance at either holding on to the lead or coming back if you're trying to make a comeback.
Thank you for that insight. Run is absolutely stuffed for 1-yard loss. James Madison again going to go for it on 4th down. This will be the 3rd time this drive. They come out in a 2 running back backfield. Motion to the right from the white running back. And an interception from Georgia Southern. What a play by the cornerback, to undercut that route. A really poor decision there from James Madison, wouldn't you say, Ryan?
Well, they've gone for it on 4th a lot this game, and it's worked up until now. And then it didn't work.
That is an excellent viewpoint. I haven't thought of it like that. Georgia Southern takes over at their own 34-yard line, down by 17, looking to get some chunk plays, get back in this game real quickly. They come out in a 5-wide set. Quarterback is going to pass. Unblocked man completely off the left side. I'm not sure what the quarterback is doing with his protections, but it looks like he's really letting people get through. Some people say that you want to half slide to wherever there's more defenders than you have linemen. Second and 17 now. Another 5-wide set from Georgia Southern. Looking to pass the ball clearly. If I'm James Madison, I'm just putting zones on the field and making them beat me. Good pickup on the crossing route. Massive hit, but gets it to a manageable 3rd down and 5. Changing the play. The boards are up. It looks like they have a nude of Kim Kardashian as one of their play signals. Another crossing route. Speeds away from a man. Dives, misses the tackle. Good juke. Great pickup there from Georgia Southern. They really had the defense reeling with that hurry up, going for it on a 3rd and short yardage situation. Georgia Southern staying in this 5-wide look. The defense gives plenty of cushion, does not want to give up a touchdown here. Willing to give up anything underneath. And now the defense pushes up, says maybe we don't like the underneath routes. Quarterback is taken down the backfield, but gets the ball away. No loss. Just over the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. You're running out of time, down 17 points, Ryan. What thoughts are you thinking if you're Coach Edwards here?
Right. It's kind of like I always say. When I need 17 points, the best way to get those first 7 is to score a touchdown. So I'm making any adjustments that allow me to get across that end zone.
That's a great game plan. I now see why you're such a successful head coach in your own right. Great run up the middle from number 22 there. He looked like he was going to hurdle a man, and then it seemed as if he was being carried off the field by one of the DBs. Great play by him to potentially take that running back out of the game.
The producers tell me you can actually see the sweaty nutsack imprint on that James Madison helmet from that hurdle attempt.
That is impressive. I wonder if it's one of those color-changing paint jobs, like the mugs they have for my coffee. Georgia Southern drops back to pass, rolls out, throws the ball away due to pressure. I'm really unsure as to why the quarterback won't stay in the pocket. It seems like he's abandoning it almost immediately when the protection is holding up decently well. Quarterback making adjustments at the line, goes from a trips right formation to a trips left formation. Defense presses up, does not want to give up anything underneath on the 2nd and 10. Lots of cat and mouse chess games from the teams here, and the quarterback tries to take off, turns around right back into the defenders, and is sacked for a 13-yard loss. That is incredibly unfortunate. It is now 3rd and 23 from the 34-yard line. This is kind of reminding me of the finish to the Auburn-Alabama game last year. Unfortunately, Jalen Milroe is not the quarterback here today.
It also reminds me of a pickup game I saw passing the local church the other day. Most of the children had crutches.
Absolutely great play from the quarterback there. He stays in the pocket, takes what the defense gives him, no routes open, and scrambles to his open left side for a great gain. Gains 15 yards, cuts it down to 4th and 8 on the 20-yard line. Do you go for this, Ryan, or do you take your 3 points now knowing you need a field goal at some point?
I'm going to go ahead and take the touchdown, Riley. It's like I always say. The best way to come back is to score touchdowns.
That's some great analysis. Georgia Southern comes out, has a man deep. What a catch down to the 1-yard line. What a play and what a catch from that quarterback and wide receiver. I didn't even see that on my play, but it looks like the quarterback has better vision than I do. Maybe that's why I
It
was
looks like
contact.
he was scared of the pylon going up his keister there, Riley, so he took a seat so as that to prevent that from happening.
It looked like he was trying to sit on it, in all honesty, but Georgia Southern runs it up the middle for a touchdown. They are immediately back in this game. Down by 14. Actually down by 10 now. That was a 4-point extra point. I'm not sure what is going on with this kicker, but he seems to be trying to kick the ball to Mars every time that he's kicking an extra point, and he's getting a little loose. Wow. Georgia Southern coming out in an onside kick formation, forcing James Madison to burn a timeout. That could be incredible gamesmanship from Georgia Southern. And now James Madison comes out in an onside kick recovery formation, and James Madison does not field the kick. They let the touchdown go. That was almost a million IQ play from Coach Edwards there.
Unfortunately, his kicker just loves to kick the ball as hard as possible. If he had held up just a little bit right there, they might have had a chance at that ball.
I heard once that the Georgia Southern kicker actually kicked a man in the chest, and his heart flew 75 meters out of his body.
Where the fuck did you hear that?
Run up the left side for James Madison. 3-yard gain.
Wish you'd run up my left side.
Oh, right. We got some fans and some media personas here in the booth. We're going to go ahead and take them off the mic.
Let's raid the booth and take their shit.
Seems like our roofer's back, and he is feeling broke. Pressure from the D-line. Almost sacked the quarterback, but he throws it away. 3rd and 7 with 3 minutes to go. Down by 10. What are you looking to do here, Ryan, on defense as you try and prevent them from picking up these 7 yards for a first down on their own side of the field?
Right. Well, it's like I always say, Riley. If I'm playing defense and I'm down, the best way to get back in the ball game is to get a pick six and score a touchdown.
That is a great strategy, especially at this point in the field. James Madison comes out in a 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver set. Looks like they may be in a run formation. Could also be in play action. Georgia Southern continues to come with 3 down linemen, not getting pressure at all on the quarterback. Great defense from Georgia Southern there. forcing the incomplete pass to the left. The quarterback looked to have a little bit of happy feet, throwing off his back foot there.
That's a big play for the defense. It also stops the clock.
Thank you to the AP press writer Brody Whitehead for chiming in there. I'm not really sure how he got on the FFSN broadcast team, but we might need to get the mic away from him as the punt is up. It is fair caught by Georgia Southern at the 29-yard line. A great punt there.
It's fucking Jerry in the production truck. He lets anybody in.
I have heard that all you have to do is
Here's a bitch.
give him a dry over the pants hand job, and he will let you have a microphone. Coming out.
Jerry.
Oh,
My name is
please.
Jerry.
Riley, is that why I saw 10 microphones in your duffel bag reporting in for work this morning?
Those were actually
Off
bought.
hand.
Those were actually bought on the black
Oh, my
market
God.
as Georgia Southern runs up the left side, gain of 4. It is quite an interesting scenario for Georgia Southern here. Down by 10 with under 3 minutes to go. They do have to hurry up, but we've seen that they are really struggling this season given their 0-6 record. It looks like they're attempting to duplicate the Detroit Lions' feat from just a few years ago of going winless.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their feet look like, but I'm sure they can copy it. Maybe they need a pair of shoes?
Well, luckily for you, I have all their feet pictures, and I will send them to you. Quarterback is sacked on a screenplay. 4th and 12, it looks like here for Georgia Southern from their own 27-yard line. This is a must-have down here. You cannot afford to not convert this, being down 10 with under 2 minutes to go. Quarterback is adjusting quite a few things at the line. Blitz from James Madison is picked up well. Quarterback scrambles, gets away, throws it a little bit too late, and it is knocked incomplete by the James Madison rusher. Once again, the quarterback leaving the pocket when he had time and his routes aren't developing. Really unfortunate there. I'm unsure as to what exactly Coach Edwards can do here moving forward for this offense. Ryan, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, the quarterback just has really been struggling to stay in the pocket all day, kind of like my keys when I'm out drinking.
That is true. I have seen that happen. Moving forward for the rest of the season, what do you think some adjustments are that can be made for Coach Edwards here as he moves into, admittedly, the rest of his very easy schedule that he has failed to win a game so far in?
Well, it's like I always say, Riley, if you want to win games, the best way to take a lead over the other team is to score more touchdowns.
That is a great plan. Great pickup on the. I don't even know if I want to call that quarterback scramble for that play. Defensive tackle absolutely wallops the quarterback, puts him to the ground. It is now 3rd and 11 with under 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Georgia Southern down by 10 at home. James Madison with 2 timeouts and the ball on the Georgia Southern 28-yard line, looking to convert this into points and put it back to potentially a 3-score lead. Jet sweep. Jukes a man. Stays in bounds. Timeout by Georgia Southern. Under 2 minutes. It is now 4th and 7. James Madison comes out in their field goal set looking to convert this to a 13-point lead. Still a 2-score lead, though. And the kick is wide right. Oh, my goodness. Georgia Southern will take over on the 24-yard line. Now only down by 10. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion and then a field goal would allow Georgia Southern to take the lead here should they convert an onside kick. Georgia Southern comes out, 2 wide receivers to the left, looking to push the ball up the field. Quarterback drops back to pass, throws an absolute dime over the defender's head. He is chased out of bounds for a 15-yard gain up to the 43-yard line. Absolutely beautiful pass play. The quarterback stuck in the pocket, delivered that one on time in a good window where only his receiver could catch it. Looking like a veteran Tom Brady there. Quarterback drops back to pass yet again. Has a man. It is dropped over the middle. Honestly, that's not the worst outcome, given that that was in the middle of the field, and you don't want to have to burn a timeout at this point on offense.
Exactly. And that ball just kind of softly kissed the hands of that receiver, much like Tom Brady softly kisses his son.
That is great
Whoops.
insight. Long time to call a play here for Georgia Southern. Looks like they really want to get their offense in the right scenario for this 2nd down and 10 play. Quarterback making some adjustments at the line. Quarterback drops back to pass. Stays in the pocket. Escapes now. Great run. Good juke. Loses a man. Steps out of bounds. What a play from the quarterback. Waited for his routes to develop. They did not, because his wide receivers are fresh off of the homeless benches outside of Atlanta, Georgia. But he made what he could out of that play. They are now on the 43-yard line. A minute 30 to go. Down by 10. Looking to push the ball. Looking to get in the end zone as quick as possible here. To try and get back in this game. Down by 10 with 2 timeouts remaining. Yet again, come out in a shotgun set. 3 wide receivers to the right. Snaps the ball, drops back to pass. Has a man over the middle. Great pass, great catch. Dives for it. Jukes, what a play. Gets upfield. Is pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Those drag routes are really lethal when the defense is playing off coverage, trying to prevent you from getting outside to the boundary to save clock. What are your thoughts on the obsessive drag routes that this team seems to be running, Ryan?
Yeah, they're running a lot of drag routes to great success. I'd like to see them push the ball upfield a little bit more, but then again, if the defense isn't stopping it.
I agree. Quarterback rolls out, has protection, now decides to take off, gets a 2-yard gain, is tackled inbounds. Might not have been the best play. Georgia Southern will run a hurry-up here, attempting to get back to their hurry-up game that they ran earlier that really kept the defense off kilter. Quarterback throws it, has a man, presses upfield, broken tackle, touchdown, Georgia Southern. Oh my goodness, we have a game on our hands here at the Field of Dreams, ladies and gentlemen. What a play from that wide receiver, number 17. Broke a tackle, got in the end zone, and then celebrated like he was trying to pick up some 17-year-olds.
I'm not familiar with that, Riley, but I'm sure you'll tell me all about it after the broadcast.
The extra point is good. The kicker really brought his leg down there. Georgia Southern comes out in an onside kick formation, and James Madison was not ready for it. Has to burn yet another timeout. That is 2 timeouts that this blunder has cost them. That could be a major factor moving forward. Onside kick is recovered by the defense very easily. It looked like he was picking up his kids from daycare.
I think that might do it, Riley. If James Madison wants to come out here and kneel it, I don't think mathematically Georgia Southern can stop them.
Interestingly, the offense is going to come out in a 3 wide receiver set, looking to put more points on the board and prevent Georgia Southern from covering the spread. Andrew, I know that we've hit the over, but what was the live line just a few minutes ago at the over-under?
Plus 7 million, brother.
All right. As a reminder, our broadcast today is sponsored by FanDuel. Use code SheWasOnly17 for 30% off your first deposit.
Oh my god.
There.
Offense continues to come out and run a play. Georgia Southern now down to 1 timeout. Hands the ball off, up the middle. Great run, first down, and that should do it. Georgia Southern now has no way of stopping the clock after burning their final timeout with 49 seconds left.
Riley, if you're the athletic director of James Madison, how quickly are you firing this head coach if they give a turnover up right here?
You know, that is a great question. I think I would wait to see what the outcome of the turnover would be. But if you're going to continue to run it like this and you decide that you don't want to be Mario Cristobal, I see no issue with continuing to run a play. As we wind down this game here, Ryan, what are your closing thoughts on this game that we've seen here today?
Well, a lot of tough breaks for Georgia Southern. They had that one big fumble, threw a pick or two, had a chance right up to the end. If they get that onside, maybe this game turns out differently. But they can't be mad about their effort. They came in 0-6. They're going to leave here 0-7, looking to pick up that victory next week.
I agree. I think the effort was great. I think there was some, minor mistakes that you really need to look to clean up. But overall, this was a very solid, well-played game, and a lot of positives to take away from this. surprisingly, James Madison with a timeout, not calling a timeout, but still continuing to run plays. It seems as if they're trying to get shot on their way out of Georgia Southern by running up the score.
Yeah, and if you're Georgia Southern, you got to keep it like Magic Johnson right here. You just got to stay positive.
Jet sweep to the left. Wide receiver absolutely runs past the man. That will be a James Madison touchdown. Really, really garbage time touchdown here, unfortunately. We're just stat padding at this point. Surprisingly, not the Heisman leading running back getting those stats, but a random wide receiver. I believe he is from Columbia, not South Carolina. The field goal is up and good. James Madison now up by 10 yet again.
I think the refs may have missed a roughing the kicker call. I think some of them said that they were going to go ahead and go home and put a pizza in the oven.
Well, and it looks like a lot of them had James Madison minus 6.5, so they are very happy with the current turn of events. 4 seconds left. Kick is out of the back of the end zone. Georgia Southern just looking to do something here to make it a little bit respectable and potentially cover the spread to win Coach Bryant some money, because he's going to need it next year after he gets fired. And that's going to be a delay game. I understand trying to take a while to get your offense set, but maybe you should have had that attitude when you were only down a few points. As we wrap up the final here, 45 James Madison comes into Georgia Southern, wins by 10, 45-35. James Madison is victorious. An incredibly disappointing day for James Madison from a standpoint of their Heisman leading running back. It looks like he may drop in the rankings after this one. The quarterback actually had to do something today. But for Georgia Southern, what's your goal moving forward for the rest of the season here, Ryan?
Yeah, you got to be thinking they're wanting a team win ball games.
I agree. And I just want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in. That is going to do it for us here at the Field of Dreams. We look forward to seeing you next week for what I'm sure will be another thrilling, well-broadcast, and insightful game. As a reminder, our broadcast today is sponsored by FanDuel. They will do a 100% match for any deposit you make up to $75 using code Andrew. Have a good day, folks,
Yeah,
and we look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.
Let's go, Brandon.
Nice.